Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today, we are here to announce that the Toronto Police Service has arrested an individual for the 1983 murders of Erin Gilmour and Susan Tice. Last Thursday, November 24th, this individual was arrested and taken into custody in Moosonee, Ontario, and brought back to Toronto on Friday, November 25th. Joseph George Sutherland, 61 years of age, of Moosonee, has been charged under the 1983 Criminal Code with 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Erin Gilmour and Susan Tice. As relieved as we are to announce this arrest, it will never bring back Erin or Susan. And on behalf of the Toronto Police Service, I want to again express my condolences to their families, including Erin's brothers Sean and Kaylin McCowan, who are here with us today. Since the tragic murders of these 2 women back in 1983, Toronto Police homicide detectives have never stopped investigating these reprehensible crimes or seeking to find the person responsible. Susan Tice, 45, was murdered on August 17, 1983. Susan was discovered deceased by a relative in the upstairs bedroom of her residence, sexually assaulted and suffering from numerous stab wounds. Erin Gilmour, 22 years of age, was arrested on December 20th, 1983. She was found deceased in her bedroom by a friend that evening, also sexually assaulted and suffering from numerous stab wounds. It was in the year 2000 that detectives were able to link the 2 murders of one unknown suspect thanks to DNA left at the scenes. Shortly after that, in 2008, Toronto Police announced a $200,000 reward for any information that might lead to an arrest. In 2016, we again made another appeal for information about these crimes, reminding people about the reward, but again, it was met with no success. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Toronto Police investigators were using advances in DNA technology to begin narrowing down a list of suspects. This was painstaking work which Detective Sergeant Steve Smith from our cold case unit will speak about shortly. We are proud to say, at the very least, that the persistence and dedication of our investigators, some of our investigators, some retired, others who have passed away, who never gave up finding the individual responsible. For our investigators, the victims and their families are never forgotten. I want to thank and recognize the members of our Homicide and Missing Persons Unit, and in particular, our cold case team and forensic identification team, past and present, for their steadfast commitment over so many years to bring this person to justice. This demonstrates that the Toronto Police Service will never give up on finding people who commit crimes in our city. Thank you, and I would like now to invite Detective Steve Smith up to provide some remarks.
Thank you, Chief. My name's Steve Smith. I'm with the Homicide and Missing Persons Unit, cold case. First of all, I'd like to reiterate what the Chief said. I'd like to thank our team. They were very diligent in their investigations over the past 3 years. Our investigators, our genealogists, our forensics officers, and I'd like to thank the Ontario Provincial Police for all their support as well. They've helped us out immensely in this investigation. We'd also like to thank the Solicitor General's Office. They provided us with a grant for community safety and policing, specific to genetic genealogy. This has helped us to hire investigators, genealogists that work full-time that help us with genetic genealogy. So we're going to speak to the advances in science that helped us with this case. Obviously, it's been 39 years, and numerous investigators have worked on this case. Going through this case, I'll tell you that the only way that this was solved was the advances in science. We're able to use investigative genetic genealogy to narrow down a suspect family, and from there, we're able to narrow down a suspect who is obviously under arrest today. Now, that suspect has been in Ontario for 39 years since these murders, so obviously we're going to look into every possible connection to any possible case throughout Ontario to ensure that he isn't responsible for any other offenses. But the IGG in this case has just showed us that previously unsolvable cases are now solvable by the advances with science. This case into itself is probably the most complex case that I've ever worked in my 25 years. We sent this down to Othram Inc. for SNP testing at the same time that we sent the Jessup DNA down. So this is how much longer this has taken to solve this case. It just goes to show that IGG is not a magic bullet, but it does provide us the ability to continue working this case and to follow the evidence to lead us to the suspect. Just in continuation, we're speaking about the investigation and we're speaking about the accused, but this case is really about the victims, about Susan and Erin. And saying that, I'd like to invite Erin's brother, Sean McGowan, to the podium.
Good morning, and thank you very much. I'm Sean McCowan, and I'm here with my brother, Kaylin, and Erin was our sister. On behalf of Erin's family and many, many friends, we're all very, very happy that an arrest has obviously been made in the vicious murders of Erin and Susan Tice. The last few days have brought around a full spectrum of emotions, as you can imagine, and this is a day that I and we have been waiting almost an entire lifetime for. In a sense, there's a real relief that someone's been arrested, yet it also brings back so many memories of Erin and her brutal, senseless murder. Erin was our sister, she was a daughter, and she was an amazing friend to everyone around her. She had a magnetic personality, was a natural beauty, and was always full of life and looking for her next adventure and bringing people together. At the age of 22, she had her whole life ahead of her before she was killed 5 days before Christmas. She'd never had a chance to be an aunt to her 4 nieces and 3 nephews. She never had a chance to live her life, never get married, never be a mother, and never had a chance to see what could have been. It was an incredible life to be lived that was taken away from her and the rest of us. We will always wonder what could have been and miss her presence and miss growing old with her. This arrest finally brings an answer for all of us to almost 39 years of asking who. Our mom, Anna, passed away 2 years ago, and she would have been so relieved that there had been an arrest, and so happy that someone will finally face justice after being anonymous for 39 years. Erin's murder stayed with her, and it was very, very difficult for her to talk about it. She lost her only daughter, and she missed Erin every day. It finally puts a name and a face to someone who, for all of us, has been a ghost. It's truly incredible we are here today. I don't want to say that any of us ever gave up hope, but almost over 4 decades, we began to wonder if we would ever get to this resolution. We're so thankful that technology finally caught up and provided the incredible detectives at TPS a new set of clues and ultimately an answer. We cannot thank the detectives at Cold Case enough. We owe many thanks to so many over the years, and I'm sure I'm missing some, but Rocky Cleveland, Vaughn O'Toole, Ray Zarb, Greg Groves, Reg Pitts, David Gracie, Bob Wilkinson, Steve Ryan, and of course, Stacy Gallant, Andrew Groves, Steve Smith, who I owe special thanks to for taking my calls and answering my questions, and every time saying, we just need more time. Until just a few days ago when I received the best call I've ever received. You all never gave up on trying to solve this case, and we are grateful beyond anything we can ever express. I'd also like to thank all the people and techs at Parabon Labs and Othram for their dedication to allowing the science to help resolve these painful chapters in our lives. As well, many thanks to all the journalists we've spoken to over the years who helped keep Erin's case present and relevant. Erin and Susan are finally getting their day.
Thank you, Sean, for your words and your faith in us. So, for all homicide investigators, there's a credo that states, and I quote, "No greater honor will ever be bestowed on an officer or a profound duty imposed on them than when they are entrusted with the investigation of the death of a human being," end quote. The original investigators, Rocky Cleveland and Vaughn O'Toole, and many dedicated detective and detective sergeants, past and present, know this honor. They believe it, they live it. And they live it not just for a day or a week or a month. They live it until the case is solved. Our fine officers will continue to work these cases, and they will continue to be professionally relentless, this and every day. And we're all grateful for their dedication to not only their craft, but to the citizens of this city.